background. Whatever the case, just take a moment to fully arrive onto your mat and take a little bit of time here just to clear your mind and think about what it is that's going on in your life that's making you happy. What is it that's bringing you joy? And what else can happen right now that can make you happy? Always remind yourself that happiness comes from within, and you can't find that complete happiness until you are completely taking care of yourself and you are taking the right step by being here on your mat. Before we start to move on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon, take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Think of one thing, one person, a quote that might inspire you for the next 45 minutes. And then once you are done setting your intention, go ahead and just clear out your lungs. Allow your next inhale to make its way in through your nose, into your lungs. Take it all the way down to the base of your belly. And then open your mouth, sigh it out. Move as slowly as you can, gently rocking your head from side to side. Feel both sides of your neck open up. The sides of your body will start to lengthen. And with every round of breath, if your knees are apart, try to bring them a little bit farther away from each other. Feel your hips open. We're going to work on our hips a little bit today, our hamstrings a lot. And then now on your next inhale, take your arms to the right side of your mat. Keep both of your shoulders square to the ground. Try to drive your left hip back to your left heel so the entire left side of your body is opening up. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. On your next inhale, take your arms to the middle of your mat. Keep your arms long, melt your chest down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. And then once you get there, as you exhale, take your arms to the left, open up the right side of your body. Drive your right hip back to your right heel. Feel that space along the right side of your body open, lengthen, and expand. And then release. Take your arms back to the middle. Start to look forward and then melt your entire front side body into the ground. You're going to lay on your stomach. Press your hips into the ground and then rest your hands underneath your shoulders and keep your elbows bent. We're going to go into low cobra. Keep your legs as close to each other as you can. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. Bring your chin away from your chest. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, lift your upper body off of the mat. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Squeeze your glutes. Press your hips into the ground. Feel your spine lengthen. Look up. And then come down as slowly as you can. Rest your forehead on the mat. Keep your hands where they are. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, lift up. Squeeze your glutes. Sink your hips down. Come up a little bit higher this time. Excellent work, Michelle. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Everybody bring your elbows in and then drive them down to your hips. One more round of breath. Come up a little bit higher and then release. Come all the way back down. Push into your child's pose again. Hips go back to your heels. This time, keep your thighs together. And then you're going to bring your arms to the back of your mat so that your palms are up. Allow your shoulder blades to peel apart. If you can, bend your elbows. Feel your entire backside body open as your chest melts into your thighs. And then release. You're going to slowly roll up. Come up into a seated position. Crisscross applesauce. Sink your hips down and then lengthen your spine. Extend through the crown of your head. As you inhale, sweep your arms up. And then interlock all 10 fingers. Face your palms up. Keep your arms long and strong and your hips rooted. Inhale here. And then on your exhale, take your arms to the right. Keep your left side hip down. So still working on the sides of our body here. This time, try to get your biceps to frame your ears so that your chest opens. Take a deep breath in. Stay for your exhale. And then release by coming right back up to the middle. Inhale. Exhale, take your arms to the left, sink your right hip down. So good to have you, Kat. Bring your arms back a little bit, Jeanette. Shay looking really good. Stay in your twist and then release. Come all the way back up. Now we'll really twist. Bring your left hand onto your right knee. Your right hand is going to go right back behind you and then start to turn your head. Get your chin to touch your right shoulder. It's not going to happen, but as you turn your head in that direction, you're feeling the left side of your neck open. Press your left hand into your right knee so that you can deepen the twist in your lower back. And then from here, sweep your right arm up, reach your fingertips to the ceiling, lengthen your spine, and then reach your fingertips over to the top left corner of your mat. So you're opening up the right side of your body here. Release by bringing your right hand down to your left knee and then around your back. Bring your chin into your chest. Create a C shape with your spine so both of your shoulders open up. And then release. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Reach your fingertips to the ceiling. Now your right hand goes to your left knee and your left hand is going to go behind you. Press your left fingertips into the ground, lengthen your spine. Start to turn your head to the left. So now the right side of your neck is opening. Your lower back is getting a yummy twist. Stay here for one more inhale. And use your exhale to find a deeper twist. Release by extending your left hand up. Reach your fingertips to the ceiling. And now your left hand is going to go to the top right corner of your mat. Dig your left knee into your right hand. Feel your spine twist. Your left and right shoulder blades open up. Release. Bring your left hand onto your right knee. One more deep twist, deep stretch for your spine. Tuck your tailbone in and then bring your chin into your chest so that now the back of your neck can open. Release by uncrossing your arms. Place your hands flat on the floor and then just roll onto your hands and your knees for your tabletop. Start to sway your hips from side to side. Just like that, our warm-up is already over. We're going to start by going into our sun salutation. So when you're ready, stop in the middle, tuck your toes under, and then as you exhale, lift your hips, straighten out your legs. You're in your downward dog. Always remember in your downward dog, your feet and your hands are hip width distance apart. For just a couple of moments, you can bend one knee at a time just to open up your hips and your hamstrings a little bit more. From here, walk your feet back to go into your high plank. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Drop your booty, drive your heels to the back of your mat. Everyone engage your quads, squeeze. Stay here for one more inhale. And then on your exhale, push right back up into your downward dog. Lift your hips, ground your heels. On your next inhale, shift forward back into your plank. Do this with control. Keep your core tight. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Drive your heels back, engage your quads. Tuck your tailbone. Hi, Carol. On your exhale, bring your hips up. Ground your heels. This is your downward dog. We're going to do one more round of that. Inhale. Shift forward into your plank. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Engage your quads more than you've ever done. Squeeze your glutes. From here, we're going to go into plank marches. So 1 foot at a time, you're going to lift 1 foot up, bring your foot up to hip height, and then drop it down. Exhale, go to the other side, and then repeat. We're going to do this for 20 seconds. We're starting the warm-up, or we're finishing up the warm-up with a little bit of this movement so that you can build strength in your core and start to warm up just a little more. You're down to your last 5. In 3, 2, 1. Go back into your downward dog. Bring your hips up, ground your heels. Start to walk your feet to the top of your mat. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. Bend both of your knees and then grab your elbows. Drop your head down. Roll the weight to your toes. Take a deep breath in. Use your exhale to sigh it out. Now drop your hands down to the ground. Grab your big toes with your middle and index fingers. Your wrists are going to be inward. Yep. And then on your inhale, straighten out your legs. Bring your eyes forward. Straighten out your arms. So your hamstrings are opening. You have a grip on your toes. Start to pull by bending your elbows back. Bring your chest down to your thighs. Bring your eyes down to the ground. Feel your spine open up and decompress. Engage your quads. And then release, let go of the grip, and then bend your knees, start to roll up, come up to standing. Stack your shoulders over your hips and bring your arms down both sides of your body. Close your eyes here, reconnect to your intention. And then now on your next inhale, sweep your arms up, extend your fingertips to the ceiling, press your palms together. And then on your exhale, bend your elbows, press your thumbs into the back of your neck, squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. And then go into your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back. Drop your left knee down, low lunge. Reach your fingertips to the ceiling. Then take your thumbs to the back of your mat. Push your hips forward. Feel your stomach and your chest open up. And then release. Plant your hands down. Straighten out your left leg. Walk your right or both of your fingertips forward. Meet me in your standing splits. Lift your left leg up. Dig your right heel into the ground. Since this is just the beginning of class, you don't have to lift up your left leg super high, but go for the extension in your left leg and drive your right heel into the ground. Feel your right quads engage. And then release. Step your left foot back. Bring your right foot to meet your left. You're back in your high plank. And then take your left foot forward. Drop your right knee down. Sweep your arms up. Energize your fingertips to the ceiling. Take your thumbs further back. Push your hips forward. Squeeze your right butt cheek. And then release. Plant your hands down. Lift your right knee off of the ground. And then go into your standing splits on this side. Lift up your right leg. Point your right toes. Dig your left heel into the mat. Bring your forehead closer to your left shin. And then release. Step your right foot back. Go into your plank so your left leg is going to extend to straight. And then from here, we will chaturanga. Shift forward, bend your elbows back, open up your chest. Nice, sister sparkle. Relax the tops of your shoulders, every one of you. Perfect. Downward dog. Roll over your toes. Lift your hips, ground your heels, open up your chest. So that's our flow for the day. We're going to do 2 more of those. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Go into your halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold, reverse swan dive. Sweep up. Energize your fingertips to the ceiling. Press your palms together. Bend your elbows. Press your thumbs into the back of your neck. Squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Make your way down with your heart open. Then go into your halfway lift. Roll the weight to your toes. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Step your left foot back. You can drop your knee down or keep it lifted. Either way, your arms are going to reach up, open up your chest. Beautiful, Shay. You too, Jeanette. Take your thumbs further back, open up, and then release. Plant your hands down. Launch right into your standing splits. Lift your left leg up. Dig your right heel into the ground. This is mostly for the back of your right leg. Engage your right quads. Hinge at your hips even more. And then release. Step your left foot all the way back. Bring your right foot to meet. And then step your left foot forward. Lunge it out. Sweep your arms up. Keep your hips square to the top of your mat. Take your thumbs further back. Alicia, bend your left knee. Only because I know you can. There it is. Release. Plant your hands down. Meet me in your standing splits. Lift your right leg up. Dig your left heel into the mat. Hammies are opening up, one movement at a time. Release. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Your left foot is going to meet. High plank. Now we chaturanga. Shift forward. Bend your elbows back. Open up. Yes, Lisa. Look up. Relax your shoulders. Downward dog. Use your core. Bring your hips up high. Ground your heels. This is our final one. Look forward. Bend your knees. Walk, step, or hop it out. Halfway lift. Exhale, hinge. Reverse swan dive. Energize your fingertips higher than you've ever done. Press your palms together. Bend your elbows. There you go, Michelle. Straighten out your spine though, and then squeeze your elbows. Perfect. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, swan dive. Make your way down. Core is tight. Go into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back. Get right into your lunge. Find a deeper backward bend. Push your hips forward. Bend your right knee a little bit more. And then release. Go into your standing split. Fingertips rest on the mat. Sweep your left leg up. Find that deep stretch for your inner thighs, but especially your hamstrings. Release, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Bring your right foot to meet in your high plank. Then step your left foot forward, doing great, Dustin. Sweep your arms up, open up your chest, bend your left knee a lot. Take that backward bend. Thumbs go way, way back. And then release, plant your hands down. Standing splits, lift your right leg up, dig your left heel into the mat, point your right toes, and then release. Take your right foot to the back of your mat, meet me in your high plank, and then we'll chaturanga, shift forward. Bend your elbows back. Feel the front of your body open. Relax your shoulders, squeeze your glutes. Downward dog, roll over your toes, bring your hips up, ground your heels. Excellent transitions, everyone. Take a tiny break, child's pose, either with your knees apart or with your knees all the way together. Whichever option you take, just remember this is here for you so that you can reconnect to your breath. This is also a wonderful time for you to remind yourself of your intention. It's so great to see all of you moving together, moving with your breath, and obviously working with intention. It's one of the silver linings to this whole experience, even though we don't get to flow with each other in real life, just knowing that we have each other in this virtual way, we're still doing the same movements. It's such a beautiful thing. Keep that in mind as we continue to flow on this fun Tuesday afternoon. Let's do it. Push right back up into your tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, tuck your toes under. And then on your exhale, lift your knees off of the ground, just 1 inch in your tabletop plank. Round your upper back. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Your eyes are down on the mat, right in between your hands. From here, you're gonna go into your high plank, straighten out both of your legs, drive your heels to the back of your mat. Keep your glutes tight. You got it, Sonia. Straighten out your arms, engage your triceps. From here, go back into your tabletop plank. Bring your knees underneath your hips. This is about control, not about moving fast, even though you know that we're gonna go into a plank right after this. Just wait for the magic words. For now, all you gotta do is breathe. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, go back into your plank. Squeeze your glutes a little bit tighter. And then as you exhale, bring your hips up. Drive your heels down to the mat. Feel your chest and your hamstrings open. That should be a little relief for your quads, your legs. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up. Keep your hips square to the mat. Drive your left heel as close to the floor as you can so your left hamstrings open up. Now, as you exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Give it a quick tap. And then inhale, straighten out your right leg. Awesome, Carrie. Start to bend your right knee. Point your toes down to the mat. So as you do this, your right side hip is opening. Drive your right shoulder down so that the right side of your body opens up more and more. On your next exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Tap it. And then inhale, bring your right leg back up. Point your toes down. Right side hip is opening even more. Drive your left heel into the mat. And then release by stepping your right foot through. Blossom open into your warrior two. Face the left side of your mat. Bend your right knee as much as you can. Reach your fingertips apart. Drop your shoulders down. Looking really good over there, Michelle. Yes, you can. Bend your right knee even more. Now, everyone, bring your right knee away from your midline so your inner thigh stretches out. And then on your next inhale, straighten out your right leg. We're going into triangle. Reach your right fingertips out. Keep reaching, keep reaching. And then you can drop your right hand down. You've got it, Mandy. Extend your left hand up. The more you reach your fingertips apart, the more your chest will open. And then your left hands are all up, but I really want you to energize them up. Squeeze the 5 fingers of your left hand together. Maybe look up towards your fingers to encourage them to lift even more. Stay here for one more round of breath. Release by bringing your arms back out to parallel. Turn your right toes to face the left side of your mat. Then meet me in your side lunge. Just bend your right knee. So you can bend your right knee and you can stay lifted here by keeping your hips off of your heel. You can rest your right elbow on your right thigh, or you can take it even further by resting your hip on your right heel. Looking good, Carol. You too, Dario. So, whatever variation you take, make sure that your left leg is straight. This is for your left side hip. Your inner thighs are both getting a yummy stretch. Awesome focus, Jeanette and Alicia. You've got one more round of breath. I see you working on your balance, everyone. So good. Release. Plant your hands down. Straighten out both of your legs. Go into a wide leg forward fold. Interlock all 10 fingers behind your back. Drive your knuckles up to the ceiling. Squeeze your palms together. Bring your toes in, heels out. And then roll the weight to your toes. Feel your hamstrings open more and more. Release. Plant your hands down onto the mat. Bend both of your knees. Pivot to face the top of your mat. Meet me in your crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up. So you're on your left toes. Your right knee is bent. So kind of the way we were in our sun salutations, right? We've been here before. You're balanced. You're strong. Bring your arms up, Shay. Bend your right knee a little bit more, Shay. And then from here, hinge at your hips to a 45-degree angle. So lightning bolt shape. Dig your right foot into the mat. Drive your left heel back. Keep both of your arms long and strong. Yes, Michelle. You've got it, Carrie. Bend your right knee a little bit more. You too, Sonia. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, come all the way back up. Keep your legs where they are. Just stack your shoulders over your hips. Perfect. Bend your right knee a little bit more. And then on your inhale, come right back down, 45-degree angle. Drive your left heel back. Engage your left side quads. Feel the back of your left leg open up. Eyes are down on your right big toe. Plant it into the mat. And then release by planting your hands down. Lift your left leg up. Standing splits. So just like we did in the warm-up, you're digging your right heel into the ground. Now that you're a little warmer, try to lift your left toes up more and more. Maybe you place your right hand on your right ankle to play around with your balance. And if that's easy for you, maybe bring your left hand to your right ankle. Ultimate balance. One more round of breath. Release by bringing both of your feet together. Go into a halfway lift. Place your hands on your shins. Roll the weight to your toes. On your exhale, hinge at your hips. Bend your left knee. Place your left hand on the ground right in front of your face. And then peel your right arm up to the ceiling. So your feet are all the way together. Your right leg is straight. Your left knee is bent. And the more you bend it, the more your right hip is going to open. You can take it even further by going into a bind. Maybe bring your right hand around your waist. Grab the inside of your left thigh. Eyes are up to the ceiling. Release. Straighten out both of your legs. Go into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. You can step or jump back to chaturanga. You could even skip the chaturanga and just go right into your downward dog. Awesome work, y'all. Downward dog. Beautiful, Jeanette. Bring your hips up. Ground your heels. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. On your next inhale, lift up your left leg. Point your toes. Feel the top of your left foot open. Ground your right heel down. Back of your right leg is opening up. On your next exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Tap it. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Bring it up even higher. And then on your exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow. Tap it. Inhale, bring your left leg up. Bend your left knee, point your toes down. Open up the left side of your body. Take a moment here. Just like you did on the other side, your left shoulder should drop as your left knee lifts. So that space along your rib cage is lengthening and opening. You've got it. Bring your left knee to your right elbow. Tap it again. Go back into that three-legged scorpion dog. Point your toes down. Point your knee back up. Your left hip is opening. Release into your warrior two. Step your left foot in between your hands. Blossom open. Face the right side of your mat. Bend your left knee. Bounce it out. Come down really low. You can do it. Keep your arms long and strong. Even though you are working your lower body, do what you can to encourage your upper body muscles to work. You've got it. Straighten out your left leg. Reach your left fingertips forward. Get set up for your triangle. Keep reaching. And then drop your left hand. Peel your right arm up. So as you extend your right fingertips to the ceiling, dig both of your heels into the ground. Get your chin to touch your right shoulder. Feel the front of your body open. Squeeze your inner thighs in as you dig your heels into the mat. One more round of breath. Release. Bring your arms back out to parallel. Turn your left toes to face the right side of your mat. And then go into your side lunge, this time bending your left knee. So you're gonna push your booty back. You're either resting your left elbow on your thigh or you're coming all the way down, resting your hip on your left heel. And if you did it on the other side, yes, Carrie, you're gonna play around with your balance. Beautiful, Jen. Excellent, Lisa. You've all got the focus. Stay for one more round of breath. Make sure your right toes are flexing so your right hammies open. Release. Bring your hands down to the ground. Straighten out both of your legs. Wide leg forward fold. This time you're going to grab your left ankle with your right hand. So right hand goes to your left ankle. Perfect. Pull your left arm up towards the ceiling. So you're adding a little twist. There you go, Sister Sparkle. Bend your right knee, or sorry, your right elbow so that you can deepen the twist. So right elbow is going to bend. Keep your left arm fully straight. Extend it up to the ceiling. Keep it off of your shirt, Jeanette. Bend your right elbow, Jeanette. Bend it. Bend it. Yes. Release. Switch sides. Left hand goes to your right ankle. Pull your right arm up to the ceiling. So my friends who are bending their elbows, what you're going for is your elbow inching closer to the mat. And you also want your chest closer to your thighs. Hi, Dutch. So as you go into that shape, you're going to deepen the stretch for your hamstrings and for your shoulders. Release. Plant your hands down, bend both of your knees, pivot to face the top of your mat. Meet me in your crescent, sweep your arms up. Energize your fingertips to the ceiling. Drive your right heel back, bend your left knee a lot. Straighten out your right leg a little bit more, Carry, but bend your left knee a little more. Really good here, Michelle. Tuck your tailbone so that you can work your core more. And then the correction I always give you, bring your hands a little closer to each other so that your wrists are in line with your shoulders. Exactly. Perfect. Hinge at your hips, 45-degree angle. Keep that long line of energy from your fingertips to your right heel. Beautiful, Sonia. Bring your arms back just a little bit to frame your ears. Arms up a little bit higher. There you go. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, lift your chest, stack your shoulders over your hips. Keep your legs exactly where they are. Next inhale, come right back down, hinge again. Drive your right heel back. Keep your core super tight. Really good, Alicia. Eyes forward a little bit more, Jeanette. You got it, Mandy. One more round of breath. On your exhale, plant your hands down. Lift your right leg up, standing splits. Point your toes up to the ceiling. Dig your left heel into the ground. And then again, as you engage your quads, you're strengthening your quads while opening up your hammies. Play around with your balance. Grab your left ankle with your left hand, maybe also the right. Point your right toes up even higher. And then release by bringing your right foot down to meet your left. Whew, go into your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Place your right hand in front of your face. Bend your right knee. Pull your left arm all the way up. Stack your wrists over your shoulders. Bend your right knee even more. Force your left heel into the ground. Send your breath right to your left side hip. Keep your right hand grounded. Stay for one more inhale. Maybe go into the bind if you did it on the other side. Peel your left shoulder back. And then release. Bring both of your hands down to the ground. Toe heel your feet apart. And then on your next exhale, bend your knees. Meet me in your malasana. Drop your hips. Open up your chest. So Mandy, for you, bring your feet out just a little bit farther apart. Hi, Brooke, I see you now. Bring your elbows in between your knees and put more pressure there so that your inner thighs open up and stretch. Keep your spine super long and your chin parallel to the ground. Inhale together. Use your exhale to drop your hips a little bit lower. And then release by planting your hands down. Toes are going to face forward as you straighten out your legs. Hinge at your hips. From here, toe heel your feet all the way in. Bend your knees, slowly roll up, come up to standing. Gonna work in a little bit of balancing before we wrap things up and cool things down. We're gonna go into standing bow, and I'm gonna throw in a couple of extra movements after that. So start by bending your right elbow at your waist. If you need water, this is an okay time to do it. Just a tiny sip though, because we will be going back upside down. And if you're not drinking water, just stay still in your mountain. We're all doing great. All right, let's do it, friends. Bend your right elbow at your waist, drop your hand down, and then bend your right knee, grab your foot, squeeze your knees all the way together. So just by doing this movement, you're working on your balance. As you point your toes and point your right knee down to the ground, your quads are opening. So this in itself is already doing a lot, but we're gonna add more. Bring your left hand up, keep your left bicep in line with your ear, reach your fingertips a little higher, feel your spine lengthen, and then on your exhale, kick your right leg up and back. Squeeze your right butt cheek, hinge at your hips. Tilt your chest down. Feel your chest open up to the right side of your mat and extend your left fingertips forward. Gorgeous, Jen. You've got it, Brooke. Brooke, keep your chin away from your chest. I see you, Justin. Carry eyes forward. Deep breath in. Exhale, kick. You look so good, Kat. One more round of breath. From here, you're going to drop your left fingertips down to the mat. Go back into your standing splits. Point your right toes up. Dig your left heel into the ground. So now what's different is your right hip is a little bit more open. So if you can, you're going to bend your right knee and you're going to reach for the top of your right foot with your right hand. This is going to take a lot of balance and focus. So dig your left heel into the floor. If you are reaching for your right foot, and if you do have the grip, start to kick your heel away from your hip. So you're opening up your right side quads, your left side hamstrings. Dig your left heel into the mat, one more round of breath. And then release by bringing your right foot behind your left. My new favorite pose. You're crossing at the ankles. Yes. Bend your left knee. Take your hands to the left side of your mat. Feel your right side hip open up. So all these hip openers are getting us ready for even more malasanas after this. Drop your head down, bring your chest down to your left thigh. Back of your neck is lengthening. Release. Take your fingertips to the top of your mat. Uncross your ankles. Come up into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend both of your knees. Slowly roll back up. Come back up to standing so we could do it all over again on the left side. Bend your left elbow at your waist. Drop your hand down, grab your foot. Squeeze your knees together. So now the top of your left leg is opening. You're pointing your toes. Ground your right foot into the mat. Extend your right arm up. Take a deep breath. And then on your exhale, kick as hard as you can. As you drop your chest, keep your chin lifted so that the front of your body can open. Extend your right fingertips to the top of your mat. Hide your left shoulder behind your right. Excellent, Kat. Excellent, Carrie. Get right back in. Stay for one more inhale. Use your exhale to find your deepest stretch. Then drop your right hand down. Meet me in your standing splits. Lift your left toes up. Hinge at your hips so that your chest drops down to your right thigh. You can stay here playing around with the balance, or if you did it on the other side, keep your right hand underneath your right shoulder and go for the grip, grabbing the top of your left foot, opening up your left side quads, your right side hamstring. Nice, guys. Release. Bring your left hand down, cross your left foot behind your right. Take your hand to the right side of your mat. Bend your right knee a lot. Dig your left heel into the ground. So all the energy you have, what's left, is going to go to your left side hip. Bring your chin down to your chest so that the back of your neck can open. Release. Take your fingertips to the top of your mat. Uncross your ankles. Go into your halfway lift as you inhale. As you exhale, forward fold. Toe heel your feet apart for another round of malasana. We're going to hold this one a little bit longer. So if your hips are super exhausted, remember you can always modify by resting your elbows on your thighs. To take it even further, you've already done it once before. You're going to melt your hips down and press your elbows into your knees. So the challenge here is splaying your knees farther apart, but keeping your heels grounded so that you're rooted and secure. Use every exhale to relax your inner thighs and your hips. Close your eyes. Keep any tension out of your face. My friends who have super open hips, we're gonna play around with different variations now. Bring your right hand down to the inside of your right foot and then peel your left arm up. You've got it, Sister Sparkle. Bring your left hand up higher. Dig your right elbow into your right knee, Jeanette. Looks good, Mandy. And then release, switch sides. Good work, Brooke. Bring your left hand down. Peel your right arm up. So it's a little bit of a spine twist. It's definitely a super hip opener. Stay for one more slow round of breath. And then release. Plant your hands down. Straighten out both of your legs. Toes are going to face forward. Hinge at your hips. Grab opposite elbows and then sway from side to side. Roll the weight to your toes. Drop your head all the way down. And then from here, toe heel your feet all the way together. Bend both of your knees. Curl right into a toe stand. Keep your hands flat on the floor. Tuck your chin into your chest. And then from here, going to roll all the way down to your booty. Find a seat, but you're going to stay upright. We're going to go into one more deep spine opener, and then we're going to lay down. So you're just going to flex your feet, dig your heels into the ground, and you're going to stomp onto the palms of your hands. Keep your knees bent. Hold on. Dutch, I need you to go in the crate because they can't see me. Can you go in the crate? Thank you. So you're going to stomp onto your hands. Dig your toes into the heels of your hands and tuck your chin into your chest. So the more pressure you put on your hands, the more your lower back is going to open. Keep your spine super long, exactly like that, Sonia. Looking really good, everyone. So if you can, relax the tops of your shoulders. Take a deep breath in together. Open up your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Another deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And then release by slowly rolling all the way down onto your backs. Once you roll all the way down and your shoulders are on the floor, bring both of your knees up to your chest. Rock from side to side to give your lower back a gentle massage. On your next inhale, point your toes up to the ceiling, squeeze your thighs together, stack your heels right over your hips, and you're just going to draw tiny circles with your toes. So pretend you've got crayons attached to your big toes. You're just drawing tiny circles on the ceiling. The smaller these circles are, the tighter you squeeze your thighs together, the more pressure you're going to create in your lower back. It should be a cute little massage. So now start to make these circles a little bit bigger so you can have a wider range in which your massage is reaching. If I could hear you now, I'm sure you're making all the yummy noises like, this feels so good. All right. Switch sides, go in the opposite direction. Start with those tiny circles again. Keep your lower back rooted, your core engaged. And if you can, keep your eyes up towards the ceiling, melt your shoulder blades into the ground. You can start to make these circles bigger. All right, stop right in the middle. Drop your left leg down, bend your right knee. Bring your right knee to your right shoulder. So instead of grabbing your right knee with both of your hands, only use your right hand, and your left arm is gonna come out to a T shape. You're gonna pull your right knee away from your midline, flex your right toes, send your breath to your inner thigh, your right side hip. Allow your chest, your hips to open up to the ceiling. Release by going into a twist. So bring your right knee all the way to the left side of your mat. Place your left hand on your right knee and then turn your head to the right so that you can extend your right arm out to that T shape. Get your chin to touch your right shoulder, melt your right shoulder blade into the ground. Stay for one more round of breath. Exhale to sigh it out. Release by rolling all the way onto your back. Straighten out your right leg. And then bend your left knee. Bring it up to your left shoulder. Straighten out your right arm in the opposite direction. Flex your left toes. Feel your inner thighs stretch and open. Feel both of your shoulders, your lower back connect to the mat. Your spine is still long. Stay for one more inhale. Use your exhale to melt even deeper into the mat. And then release by going into a twist. Bring your left knee to the right side of your mat. Extend your left arm out to a T shape. Turn your head to the left so that the right side of your neck can open. Take a deep breath in. Use your exhale to guide your knee closer to the ground with that pressure from your right hand. And then release. Roll all the way back onto your backs. Now you're going to bend both of your knees. Stack your knees over your ankles. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. Extend your arms down both sides of your body. We're going to do a couple of rounds of bridge. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Allow the front of your body to open as you press your shoulder blades into the ground. Give your upper back a little bit of a massage. Dig your heels into the mat. Come up a little bit higher. And then release by coming down one vertebra at a time. Once your hips touch the mat, lift your feet off of the floor for happy baby. Your hips are ready for this. All the malasanas we did, all the lunging we did. Get that grip tight and then guide your knees closer to the floor. Keep both of your feet flexed, rock from side to side. Stop in the center and then plop your feet back down for one more round of bridge. Your knees are going to point up again. Feet are hip width distance apart. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Allow the front of your body to open. As you dig your heels into the ground, visualize your cheeks strengthening. That strength, that heat is what's going to open up the front of your body. Press your shoulders into the mat. Inhale, one more round of breath. Use your exhale to come down slower than you want. This is using your core control, strengthening your midsection. Awesome, everyone. Once your hips touch the ground, one more round of happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet. Pull your knees down to the ground. Rock from side to side. And then stop in the center. One leg at a time. Straighten out your legs. Keep your heels as close to each other as you can. Just allow your toes to flop open. Extend your arms down both sides of your body. Just like that. You have created so much space in your body. In just 45-ish minutes, you have tested your boundaries. You have reacquainted yourself with the power of your breath. And hopefully you are feeling a little bit more relaxed. Hopefully you are feeling any tension in your body has gone away just from taking this time to move with your breath and to refill your cup, just the way we talked about at the beginning of class. By showing up for yourself in this way, you're going to be able to move with a different energy, a different perspective. You're a different version of yourself. And you did that all on your own. Make your inhales and exhales slower than you want. Allow your exhales to happen organically without any forced movements, without forcing that air out of your lungs. It's just coming out on its own. Whenever you're ready, start to roll onto your right side body, curling into a fetal position, bending both of your knees. Use your right bicep as a pillow. And use this time just as a moment to reflect on the change that has happened within you. What's inside of you can't be taken away. So remind yourself of that next time that you are facing a challenge. All you got to do is breathe it out. Come up into your seated position, face the top of your mat. Go into crisscross applesauce, bending both of your knees. Rest your hands on your knees with your palms up. Your shoulders are going to stay relaxed. And now on your next inhale, bring your hands right up to your heart to feel, acknowledge, and just be so grateful that you have this heartbeat. And as you do, I'm doing the same thing. We're all doing this together. Our hearts are beating so strong for ourselves, but when we breathe it out together and when we unite in this way, our hearts are that much stronger. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you and help you find this new version of yourself. It is always an honor. From the bottom of my grateful and strong beating heart to all of yours, the light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, friends. I'm happy I get to see you, Scott. Thank you for turning your camera back on. Yeah, what a day. I hope that you feel really good. Thumbs up if you're feeling pumped. Sweet. I'm really happy that you all were here. Mandy, thank you for showing off your cat. I'm gonna take a photo for the internet. Let's do it. Smile big. Or not. Thank you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, friends.
Thank you.
I hope you have a great Tuesday. Let's do it again tomorrow. We'll have a little bit more fun.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Shay Babes. Bye, Melinda. Happy to see you. Bye, Justin.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Christine.
Bree, wear your
Carrie.
sweatshirt today.
You're what? Ooh.
Bree's wearing your sweatshirt.
Hi, Bree.
He's rocking it.
Are all your friends like, OMG, get me one? This is where you say yes. Just say yes. Enlighten me.
Yes.
It looks really good on you.
Looks cute.
Thank you for repping #balance. Carrie, thank you so much for
You're
joining.
welcome. I'm hoping I can join tomorrow.
Fingers crossed. It's
Fingers
a trip to
crossed.
see you indoors.
It's cold outside.
No way. It's gorgeous.
It's cold. I have wet hair. I just got it done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, lucky. Well, enjoy indoors. I'm going to go back outside.
Bye.
Bye. See you, Carrie. Bye, Sonia.